ready to battle for the Russian Wrestling Federation. We are underway.
Those Japanese singlets, they're bright. They match their shoes sometimes that they were getting in Japan. They always have a good style.
HASEGAWA in the red for the Japanese, MAGOMEDOV in the Russian blue.
A little bit more hand fighting to start this match. HASEGAWA is great with a counterattack, and his pace is super high, so he might go down 1 or 2 points, 3 points at the beginning, but he's going to continue to have great pace as we go throughout the bout.
Working off the front headlock for a moment, but MAGOMEDOV able to clear away. Now he tried to turn the corner, swing down to the hips, but again, the Japanese wrestler wise to that trick, able to get up to his feet.
And they're going to call the first passivity warning there on HASEGAWA, but what you just saw was something of beauty that goes unlooked sometimes. As MAGOMEDOV was trying to get behind, HASEGAWA was able just to face him. That is so difficult when you have all the weight on your hands, just to get out in front. It's so slick, and it looks like nothing, but just a beautiful little arm drag there by MAGOMEDOV to get his first 2 points.
Yeah, able to swivel around the backside for 2, so it's MAGOMEDOV firing the opening salvo, immediately trying to stick away again. Going to put that pressure and torque up on the upper half of HASEGAWA underneath. Has the arm trapped, and he will roll him for 2, and MAGOMEDOV out to a 4-0 lead.
Man, our first 2 bouts at 61 have been lots of scoring and lots of attacks. They're not leaving anything to guess at the end of the bout, which is great.
Plenty of offense, a concerned look from the Japanese corner, as HASEGAWA is going to have to rally down 4 in this opening period. Second semifinal match of the session. First 4 weights introduced in men's freestyle in day 1 of competition. In on both legs, promptly putting him on his backside for 2 more. And he might get the full 4 there.
He did go feet to back, but I think he landed on his hip first before he went to his back, so I believe they did confirm that as 2.
Confirmed at 2, so a 6-0 lead. He's content in this position, and they will go back to neutral.
So for folks who haven't watched a lot of freestyle, we're comparing the 2 and the 4. If you go straight from your feet and go right to your exposure, right to your back, that's a 4-point move, where he landed just a normal takedown for 2 and didn't expose his back until the end. So that was why it was only 2 points there. One of the things that our Russian Wrestling Federation athletes do so well is they get clearing weapons. So HASEGAWA's hands are on him, and he was able to clear those hands so quickly and get to the corner. A good hand fight and a good head club, and it makes you see stars for just a second, and then by the time you know it, he's behind you.
As you're trying to get back attention and get that head squared away, bang, they're in on you, and you're usually 2 or 4 down. First period in this case, it's 6 down for Japan, as Toshihiro HASEGAWA in some trouble as MAGOMEDOV rattles off 6 in the opening 3 minutes. Talked about his dominant run, and anytime you win the Russian Nationals, not once but twice, you know you're doing something pretty special.
Absolutely. That tournament, looking back, sometimes just the finals or even the semifinals of that tournament is who's going to win the Olympic gold or who's going to win the world championship, especially at a non-Olympic weight where they only get to compete, every 3 of the 4 years. So it's a big deal for these folks, especially our folks, the MAGOMEDOVs from the Dagestan region in Russia.
And you look at the big picture this year for Russia, especially losing a couple earlier on the championship side of the bracket. This becomes a key weight with MAGOMEDOV trying to secure the full allotment of points for the Russian Wrestling Federation. I will say a strike here by Japan. Can he finish it, Brian?
HASEGAWA is in deep on that head on the outside single, but how heavy MAGOMEDOV's hips are. And in freestyle wrestling, you have to cover the hips completely to get a takedown very smartly. Magomedov able to just turn the corner and get a single of his own. That was a little bit pretzely, and he went 2 and then right to another 2 points. It looks like it's going to be 8.
The hunted became the hunter real quickly there for Russia as Magomedov on the counter able to get the 2 and the 2. Just what we were describing.
Beautiful. He went and caught the foot, pulled the foot to him, and he isolated that hip so that he was able to get behind him. Now their officials are going to question if there was 2 and 2 there, and they do. He got the takedown and transitioned right into the back exposure for 2 and 2. So he did that twice, and that goes to a 10-0 technical superiority. Wow.
Abasgadze Magomedov victorious, and that sets up the World Championship coming up tomorrow. 2 wrestlers who have put up double-digit points.